Hello friends, welcome back to craftsandcollage.com. I'm Janet, and happy Friday. It's Gluebook Friday. So I went through some pictures and it started to come together because of colors. And then there was a mood to the pictures, and honestly, I gotta confess to you guys, there is no rhyme or reason to tonight's choices as far as pictures and stuff go. It just is what it is, and if you want to cruise along with me, you'll see what I mean in a minute. But let's get to our page in our beautiful, well, it was new, magazine conversion. And we've done some beautiful pages, oh my goodness. Don't forget to actually listen to the John Cleese thing that I added to the last video in the information box. If you love art, you love being creative, it's well worth listening to. Wow, we've had some really nice pages in this book. Okay, let's take a look at what I dug up. Because really, honestly, you'll see what I mean. There's like no rhyme or reason, but for some reason there's this really groovy kind of, I don't know, color thing happening. This side had these. Now, this is iffy. I mean, that can come or go. So you can see there's sort of a, I can't explain what I'm seeing in the pictures. I can't. So I hope everybody has a good and peaceful weekend, or fun, or whatever you're doing. Now this side probably would mix with this side. I mean, it could go. But I started pulling out some pictures like this. And then what started happening is this colors of blues, greens, and yellows sort of things started to emerge. And I'm having a really hard time sorting as to why these came out in my sense of whatever it is I'm making here tonight, but these are the things that showed up. So I don't know quite what to do with all of this. So let's pick up the little ones and start with some big background, like corner pictures or background pictures. I often do that. I've even noticed myself doing it. But let's pick up these small pictures for now and decide what's going to begin our focal points as far as this page goes. Now, this is really cool. I don't know if I want to use it in this or not. It says nature works hard to hide them, and it's the way animals can hide amongst their... But I loved the colors in it. Like, I really loved the colors. So this, I think, is a little bit either too vivid or too boring. I'm not sure which I would call that, honestly. Not a very nice thing to say, I know. Now the waterfall is sort of the same thing. I do love this house, I have to say. So if we had that house and her looking this way, because this is a painting, it's not a picture, not an image, but if she was looking that way up to the house, maybe this house here in the distance sort of thing. Oh, I really don't know what to think on this one. I sat here pulling out pictures just according to feel or mood, and it's like, oh my goodness. So these two are definitely beautiful colors together. Like, those are absolutely gorgeous colors together. I wonder if I should go with that sort of thing. Wow, that's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, my daughter's gone out and her dog is crying for her. He's old and has serious separation anxiety. Serious, serious. So my daughter brought me this box today. And she said Merry Christmas and handed it to me. Now, I have to tell you that for various reasons, I have had this incredible connection to the Titanic all my life. First off, my grandmother was due to actually sail on it, but her sister-in-law was in the process of sort of dying from breast cancer at the time in Buffalo, New York. That would be 1912. My grandmother was 22 at the time, and she had to nurse her sister-in-law through this situation. And so she had to cancel her tickets on the return voyage on the Titanic, which was what she and my grandfather were due to do. So today she hands me this package, and it's this beautiful little, it's a Christmas ornament, but I'm not putting it away. There's nothing Christmassy about it. It's a ship's wheel with HMS Titanic on it, and it's got a little chunk of coal that they brought up from the coal storage from the ship itself. So it actually is a piece of something that was sitting on the ship on the bottom of the ocean. And every time I think about it, my spine just, oh, it's just this most amazing feeling. It's one of the most awesome gifts I've ever received, I swear. Just amazing. I don't know why I want this painting included. It's kind of weird because, you know, normally I work with pictures and stuff. But, some of this is just beautiful. I don't know what to include here. I'm kind of, I kind of like that. Even if I don't include the house. Or maybe I should do the house, because the house kind of awaits her, although that is so beautiful. I'll have to use it in another picture for sure. So yeah, so she brought me this, something that actually had, and she was saying, you know, you can get pieces that have a piece of fabric from, you know, a piece of furniture from the deck, or, you know, a piece of clothing they salvaged or whatever, but it's like those things would have an almost personal flavor. For me, it's almost like this could have been coal that ended up in the coal scuttle in my grandmother's you know, traveling suite if she had been able to go. So it's kind of a different, I don't know if it makes sense or not, kind of a different connection, but it was a most amazing gift for me. It was just staggering how incredibly thoughtful, you know, that is. So that's my kind of adventure for today. That's my big adventure. And I gave my daughters the DNA test, the Ancestry.com DNA stuff. I had mine done. I think I talked about this on one of my videos. I had mine done. The same daughter gave me that for my birthday about 5 years ago. Yeah, I think the year before the pandemic. And oh, what an interesting journey all of that has been. Really interesting. Finding out things about my family I had no idea. Time for a new glue stick. So yeah, I gave them that today because I wanted them to be able to get their results before Christmas, because with how many they sell at Christmas time, if you wait, it can take a long time after Christmas. I just cannot figure out why I chose this particular set of pictures. It makes no sense to me. It really, For some reason it just doesn't. I wonder if this would be okay. I don't know, maybe that's too much of that sort of lilac or lavender color. If this was here. I like the yellow carried through. This is honestly, folks, I'm kind of like, I just don't understand why I chose this particular set of pictures. Like I said, whenever possible, I go in and kind of just feel, you know, so. And these are the rest of them, so this may actually be able to complete what I'm sort of feeling, trying to feel, whatever it is. I'm not sure, so let's see what I've got here. I've got books, 2 different types of books. Oh, and cups, but I don't think that goes on here. And a painting and a little girl. I don't know if that really goes. I don't want another painting. I've already got one. I don't think I want. But this is interesting because I have those teapots, but look at the color similarities between these 2 images. But this, it just doesn't seem, I don't know, I love the mood of it though. I'm having a real hard time with the mood of it. You know, is what I wonder if this doesn't belong. No, this belongs. Alright, so let's lay this down at least and figure out what we're doing from there, like I did on the other side. I'm a big believer in just getting started, you know. Like I told you, sometimes it's, you know, I don't measure enough before I cut, that kind of thing. So that's just me, to be honest with you. That's a Gemini trait. I've been doing that all my silly life, you know, not necessarily measuring right away. When it's important or I'm doing commissioned work for somebody, then everything is measured or done very precisely. But when I'm just arting or playing with Gluebook pages with you folks on a Friday night, yeah, I tend to sort of just go for it. Okay, so now did I intend to? I did. Oh, I did. So let's tear this instead of cutting it. And if this is too short this time, folks, I'm going to scream. Because I'm constantly doing that. You know me. If you've watched me at all, you know me. Perfect. Okay. Let's cut off this bottom bit because I don't like it. My granddaughter had a busy day at school, but they got their school pictures back, and oh my God, they turned out so awesome. Just amazing. Oh, how's that? That looks pretty good to me. I think, anyway. I think, yes. Okay. Alright, so that's a good start. Usually if I can get it started, get something glued down, I'm good to go. I don't know. Do you guys do that? Like, do you actually, you know, get started? I hesitate sometimes so long that I lose the vibe of what I was sort of getting at. So let's see I know I'm going to put this, oh, yeah, okay, so. Alright, so we're going to be missing a strip, and this isn't my fault, not this time, folks. But that will leave, space for the small pictures then, because I wanted to put them in there. Okay, so let's get this one glued into place at least. Oh, I'm kind of loving this, folks. Once again, I start to like something I'm doing sort of toward the, you know, closer to the end than the beginning. And for some reason, I do like this, I have to say. But that it involves some of my favorite colors and scenery, things like that. So, yeah, it's no wonder, eh? And heck, if we can't satisfy our own sense of creativity and what we like and everything by doing our art, then what the heck are we doing it for? You know? Like, even if you're selling your stuff in a gallery, it's you have to like it, or, you know, others are not going to. Okay, I made the mistake of putting glue down when I don't know whether I want that rough edge or not. So let's just bend that up so it doesn't stick. I don't want to crease it, but I don't want it to lie flat yet. So, alright, let's get the other half of this top one into place, and it sits there. Okay. Along here, and up here, and along here. I think I want to do another color series, so I've sort of been setting aside various things to put in a color series. I thought that would be a good way to start off the winter season. You know, once we do the all the Christmas pages and stuff, eh? So, oh, I kind of like that next to the table. That kind of works. Or maybe I'm crazy. I could be crazy. Oh, that works too. Okay, let's see what we have for up here. This is definitely going in here somewhere, so we'll trim it up. Yeah, so I'd like to do another color series, and I would like to do a bunch of Christmas pages. I've got so many Christmas pictures cut out and stuff. Been doing a lot of that. So I'm going to be doing a lot of those through end of November and December. Just because I was so dormant last year, I had like less than a month later had busted up, or before, had busted up my shoulder really bad. I couldn't do much of anything. It was really, really sore and so on. Still isn't normal. I don't think it's ever going to be, but I didn't participate in this season much last year. Not fall or winter much last year. So I really would like to be a part of the fall. You know, I've just really enjoyed autumn so far, and I want to continue to enjoy the season. There are some wonderful little pictures in this set of magazine stuff. So let's see what we've got. I think I'm going to No, I think I'm going to glue this down. Yep. And don't forget, one thing that there's still very popular in the world is flyers, especially at Christmas time. So if you're wanting to make some junk journals or some glue book pages and stuff, those flyers can have some of the most beautiful, like, Christmas decorations or designs or little drawings or tidbits on them. So don't forget to harvest anything you can out of the flyers that come in your snail mail still. Just they're usable for sure. They're absolutely usable. And make yourself a promise that if you really enjoy crafting or collaging or whatever your creativity of choice is, get yourself some new tools for the new year. Buy yourself some sewing stuff or a new pair of scissors or some new books to convert, or anything like that. Just get yourself some new tools. I find that's one thing that crafters and creative people don't do unless they're going through one of those driven periods where that's all you want to do is craft. But a lot of us tend to work on the last of our old paints or things that aren't quite up to snuff and so on. Splurge a little on yourself and get some new tools to use, because you will be glad you did. This is certainly a mix of the different groups of images I've gotten over the past couple of months. There's Canadian geography here, Canadian geography. This is part of one of the, get out of here fly, late summer flies. This is from the Gourmet magazine. I had a bunch of them. And then I've got some things from the Victoria magazine, and this is from, I think, Martha Stewart Living, and I love it. I love having magazines to harvest from. I really do. To me, that's heaven right there. Heaven and a glue stick. Heaven and a glue stick. All right, let's place this little girl. And she needs to fold right about there. So that's perfect for her. She can she can live right there. Okay, so I've even got some of my Christmas shopping done this year. Oh my God, Cal Surprise. Like, seriously, I am not a person that gets early shopping done. That's not who I am. Not at all. Okay, so I do like that picture. It's kind of cool. And I don't know which one to use near the home. These two would go on this side, though. I'm not sure we'll see if this fits anywhere when I'm sort of done with the bare bones, but I'm not completely sure. This is so cute. Some of these pictures are just lovely. I've been so blessed with the stuff I've found. Yeah. Okay. There. And then this one here. And then what can I put up at the top? I need to decide what text I'm going to put on this page too. How do you guys decide that? Like, I'm curious, really. If you don't want to say or comment, that's cool too. But, if you got nothing to do for the next 2 minutes, comment and let me know how you choose things or how you pick pictures or how you pick the text and so on of the image. You know. So there's so many things I could add here. Even the teacups, like there's a spot they would fit in, but I don't feel like fussy cutting them all out. That's the problem, folks. That's the problem right there in a nutshell. In a nutshell. I love the position of this against the against this. Like it almost ties it together this way. I just don't know. Oh, I like that though. I do like that. Although this would look nice down here too. Oh no. Now I've given myself a brain problem. Okay. First of all, this can go here. This is perfect for right here. Let's see if I can lift this corner. Am I going to be lucky enough? What I need is a permanent plug to put my heat gun in, because if I could heat this up, it would actually warm the glue enough to lift that, you know. But at this point, we're good. All right, so my house seems quite active tonight. Everybody's moving around and stuff. Oh, that's not laid down correctly. That'll drive me nuts. Alright, so now I have to choose what I'm going to do with this upper part here. I do love that down lower like that. I could even cover up a little bit more of this background and get that in there. And then use, what could I use up here? I also have things, maybe we should decide on the wording now would maybe be good. I love this, by the way. You've arrived. I love that idea, because to me that's so much when you feel like you've gone home or you're going home, you know. Sugar and spice, that doesn't fit. Over the back fence does, however. That's interesting. That is interesting because it is rather... So we'll keep that in reserve. You asked for it is another sweet one that might actually fit in here, even if it's just the thing working on it. I don't like the white background, I'm sorry. So, it's basically down to these two. So, over the back fence, where you ask, I don't think you ask for it, as fits as well as over the back fence. And I'm going to make this smaller. So once again, watch Janet cut something too short. Because that's what I do. You know what it comes to? I've accepted that. And to be honest with you, I've learned how to fix things. How to glue something back together that I've cut or snipped into or ill-measured or whatever the case may be. I've learned how to fix those things so that you almost can't see them. And so then I just, you know, you live with some things you just live with. I'm my own worst critic in the best of days, so I don't need to be an even worse critic, you know, at other times, right? I can give myself the occasional break. Alright, so I like this a lot. I don't know if everybody's familiar with the phrase over the back fence or not, but it's about talking, gossip, tidbits, bits and bobs, that kind of thing. And it's just, it came from, you know, the whole two women, you know, two neighbors talking over the back fence. That's actually literally where it came from, because that's where people used to talk, was at the back fence, or what divided the two properties. And it's a fun expression, like, I'm sorry, but it really is. It gives a very specific picture, you know, of what's happening and so on. Let's get this lifted a bit. Okay. Oh, my poor my daughter's poor dog. He's 13 years old, and he's a wonderful old thing, but he's always missed her, like whined for her, but now that he's older, it gets even worse. I don't know if you can hear him or not. He cries for her when she and her girlfriend go out. It's kind of funny because we know what's going on if Buddy's crying, you know. Alright, so I still have some stuff to fix here, so let me grab the glue book. Nice. And he just doesn't stop. I don't know where they get it from. It's the same energy that babies have when they're really set on something. It's that cry it out crap. Oh my god. Over the back fence. Okay, where's my card? There it is. Oh, I like that, folks. Oh, I like that. I'm enjoying the way this is coming together. Okay, so what have we got for here? We've got piano lessons, or a man's portrait, or books. That feels weird. Normally I put the phrase or the terminology on last. I do like that. I do. I've got to admit I like that, but I don't want to overpower the... I'm going to cut some of this down and see how I like it after that. See if I like it after that. Yeah, I think I like the idea of this. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens. I'm trying so hard to avoid another cold. I've had it this season already with colds. I'm done. Do you hear me? I'm done. Okay, so we took that back a little bit. So how be we place it in around there? I like that very much. Okay, so I do. I like that a lot. Okay, I do. I like that. Where's my card? Okay. Okay, so far so good. I have a couple of spots to get in, but let me see how this... Maybe I do need the cups and saucers right up the side there. Maybe that would be a cute way to pull it together, but it's not moving me. Like I'm not motivated by it at all, which is kind of a sorry thing to say, but I guess, I don't know, we have to be motivated by things. I genuinely believe that, you know. Oh, my dog's being yelled at. He's a bad boy sometimes. My little 5-pound dog, he can be a real little terror sometimes, as my Daughter shoos him out of the kitchen. Come on, Bean. Up here now. Come on. Stay out of the kitchen. Now. Okay. Sorry, guys. He and Socks, the one big cat, sleep together, cuddled in on the pillow next to me here. Bean has a place right next to my work desk, you know, because he's got to be able to reach Mom. Had a lovely encounter with a big, huge boxer. It looked like a boxer Roddy mix, but a service dog for someone, a teenager that had brain cancer. His mom, or her mom, the teenager's mom, is going to keep the dog for the rest of the dog's life. The daughter has passed on, but this dog was the most amazing energy, just this loving, warm, enveloping energy that was incredible. And I have all my life I've had large dogs until about 8 years ago, when I was bitten by a pitty, or a pitty boxer. I love pits, love them, and it's not the breed. And I was bitten on the back of the leg because I approached him while he was with his human, who was someone I was coming to say hi to, and she was like 8 months pregnant, his human, and his dog partner, a female that he was partners with in their home. The female was pregnant as well, the dog. So the dog's reaction to my approaching them was not surprising at all, considering both of his female wards, you know, the ones he was supposed to guard, were both pregnant. So I didn't have a problem with that, but I developed this really weird fear of dogs, big dogs, after that, and it bothered me because I had never been scared of dogs in my life. Never. It wasn't even something I could conceive, being scared of a dog. You know, I love them. Okay, so I don't know why I'm not finding something that would be cool. Well, see, I still like the piano lesson thing. Okay, let's trim it up. See how it ends up looking after it's trimmed. Because sometimes, you know, a raggedy old picture can just turn us off. So trim your pictures and see what they look like that way. I love cutting stuff out. I sit and do it while I'm watching a video or something, and to me it's a very relaxing thing. Unless it's super tiny, in which case I have to get out magnifying glasses and stuff like that. So, alright, so over the back fence. Piano lessons are very much a part of over the back fence. That's awfully cute. The two babies. No, I like this over here, so I'm just going to have to figure out that space. Because I like it over here. Okay, so that would leave that much. Let's just get this in here. Sorry about the length of the video tonight, folks. It's a very quiet, very, the house may be kind of busy with my granddaughter and my, you know, daughters and stuff, but for some reason there's a very calm, sort of peaceful Friday night feeling to the house tonight. So I'm really enjoying that, to be honest with you. Super enjoying it. And this has been a lovely, calm, creative exercise in doing this. So we have books, and I can pop a piece in there that would fit. I don't like the white spaces around this. I don't. It doesn't suit anywhere. I like the books, but alright, so I'll just pop one of those fillers in that I started to collect that I told you guys about in the one video, remember? Keep the edges of, what's around a picture can often be a single shade, so I've started to keep those strips so that I can actually use them when I have one of these little spots that I need to fill in, right? Alright, let's trim a little bit more off the bottom and see what we can fill this spot in with. I started to keep all these edges and edges. Where is that piece? The edges. Alright, where'd they go? This can't be it. This is not it. No. Alright. Give me 1 second, folks. Okay, I found the package of, see, edges, strips, singular pieces of paper that would fill in a spot like I'm dealing with right now. So, I think that this might actually work. This color here would actually work, so let's put that right in there. Bean, are you being shushed out of the kitchen again, buddy? Just don't go in there. Don't be a goof. Alright, which side do I want the books on? Close to her. No, I like the... There we go. Little tiny piece of paper to help cover the spot. Those edges have been absolutely a boon for me because I don't feel all discombobulated when I miss a cut or don't leave enough for a cut. I just don't feel the same level of stress that I used to actually get stressed out about it, And no one needs that in their life. No one. So, there we go. Now, what I would like to do is find one of these sayings that would work here because I particularly love these little sayings, but I do believe that I want the black background, so let's see what would work for this. Right there. Over the back fence is perfect with this. Not all who wander are lost. And we're going to put that right here, where the young lass is wandering. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I have something over here that I'm not going to worry about. It's the name of the town that the picture came from. So, thank you for joining me this Friday evening in November. I really like the way this has come together. I say that every time, don't I? I'm sorry, folks. I just really, collage and glue booking and so on gives me such a sense of things coming together. I guess that's the way it makes me feel. I hope you all have just an amazing, amazing, peaceful weekend. Later.